See, when we was at City of Refuge, the culinary students, they would have to dice up onions, tomatoes, and they would have these stuff packed. And they show you how to cut the onions so they can be ready for sale. You know, so this is, you know, package, ready to package. You know how you work for, so you peel it. What's the matter? And you gotta buy the containers. The onions gotta go under cold water. You just cut down. So when you preparing, you know, your onion line, and it's a special cut that certain ones want you to cut your onion line, and you can sell say you selling each onion for 35 cents or 25 cents per onion, and you got a 10-pound bag, 10 times 30 cents. You know what I'm saying? This might cost 30 cents. So you got 10 pounds. So 10 pounds will leave you probably 15 in the bag. What is it? 15 in the bag. 15 times 30 cents. You know, so you got 10 pounds, but you gotta weigh your scale. So you gotta weigh your scale. Y'all stop looking at my boobs now. Y'all focusing on my damn boobs. Nasty, man. Y'all must be some perverts. Okay. Now you can prepare this for you can prepare this stuff for like onions and like pepper steak and stuff. Like I said, I got some pork steaks in there that I can make pepper steak and rice from. And you just peel them, and you can pre-package your pepper steak meals. And YouTubers that's following me, y'all won't let my videos show. So Naeem and Devon, I guess they controlling all that. Okay. And so what you're going to do is just break it up like this. And you can get all of your pepper steak and rice pre-packaged. These onions are strong. These are white onions. They're more stronger than red onions. You run it under cold water. Okay, and culinary school would teach you this. People who have licensing. Like I said, I have a food handling license, so we was taught how to, you know. But I took up cooking in class. In school, so it's still the same. It's just when you go to culinary school, they just show you the preparations. When you're working in a restaurant or a hotel and you're dealing with kitchen duty and stuff, and you have to know room temperature, freezer temperature, and stuff like that. That's all culinary school is all about. Safety in the kitchen when you're cooking, and when you're cooking in restaurant style and stuff like that. Temperature, you got to learn about meats and temperatures and proper ways to prepare food, and where that you're not giving nobody E. coli or germs and, you know, bacteria. So that's all it is. I done had all of the training. through the years. I have. So, you know, so. So, you know, through the years, people have been going to school, getting their culinary licenses and stuff. But I have gotten learning through bits and pieces, through going back and forth and jobs that I had to apply for. But I started out in school, you know, taking cooking lessons and stuff like that through the years, each year, and sign up for cooking class. That's one of your academics. So you just, they show you how to prep food. They show you how to prep food. And this is one of the onions. And I'm gonna cut me up a pepper, so I can have my bell pepper and my, so when I'm ready for my steak. What's the matter, boo? Okay, you pee? You gotta go bathroom? So, these are my bell peppers. And so you cut up one bell pepper. See, I'd rather cut them up and freeze them so they won't go bad, you know what I'm saying? Because vegetables, it goes bad, you know, but if you freeze them, it'll be okay. You'll still have fresh vegetables, you know. I got my daughter's stuff ready for her, you know. And all you know, you see this, and you just take it. And all you doing is just rinsing. And just cutting. And just making sure. See, this is how you can teach little kids how to, you know, they got a TV show out. Chef something. Chef Gordon or something like that. They got a TV show out. I think it's Wolfman Jack. Is it Wolfman Jack cookware or something like that? But I designed some knives and stuff. Because like I said, when you love cooking, you want to have the proper knives. See, you just add them with your peppers. See, look. Yeah. You got to be able to, you know, sometimes you got to be able to, when you're working in restaurants and stuff, you got to, your speed, you know what I'm saying? But if you the cook, you automatically know, you just, what you do is you just adopt a routine. I cooked every day, so I adopted a routine and timing, you know what I'm saying? What time I'm going to put on the meats, what time I'm going to cook the sides, and what time I'm going to steam the vegetables. Because we use steam appliances for vegetables and rice. So the rice was steamed. You put the rice in the steamer. And it's a pressure steamer. It was a pressure cooker. And we put our rice that way. So it's a timing system that you develop when you cooking every day, you know. So this is how you kind of prep your peppers and onions, you know. So, and I take my plastic bag. And I put them in here. My peppers and onions. So when I'm ready for a steak or two, I have my peppers and onions. So you're not doing a lot of prepping. You just having your food prepped already. And all you doing is just taking it out, you know. Sorry. I'm just making a mess here. And all you're doing is just taking it out and preparing it. That's all. That's all you're doing. It ain't gonna cost it ain't gonna take up time, you know. Ain't gonna take up time especially when you got children. You know, when you got kids, it do take up time. You know, you gotta prep and stuff like that. So, and then if you just want something with, sausage and, you got your sausage and onions, you take another onion, it's meal prepping, you know which bag to grab, you got sausages in there, and you know which meal package to grab. That's all it is. Just because I'm single don't mean that I like to stand over a stove all day. You know what I'm saying? So, this could be for little single people. You know what I'm saying? That's, ones ain't got no kids. When you come home and after all the ripping and running, and you can prep your food. You can it's a quick meal. Like Rachel Ray say, 30-minute meal. 30-minute meal. But I find prepping is real important. I like it. It saves a lot of time. That's what they use on all of the shows. A prepper. A person that prep all the meals. All the little dicing. Cutting and dicing. So if you're making peppers and sausages, on the air, there we on the air. So why not have fun and, you have friends in the world, right? So you want to have a food video, they can share, swap each other's ideas of food and recipes, So this would be a good way to do it too, So you got all you doing is just slicing it up. I didn't get my can of, I got tomatoes, but I didn't get my can of tomatoes. And I was trying to save my jar, and I couldn't. So now I gotta wait and see what jar is what jar is available. Cause I forgot to save my jars. I normally save my jars because I made got some tomatoes and some peppers. You know how you jar peppers and you slice them up, and you can put them on roasted peppers. You put them in a little bit of oil, and you can do vinegar and spice peppers. You can I had got some mason jars last time, and I left them, and I gave a couple to my daughter because I had made her a couple of things and put them in the mason jar and down there in Atlanta, and she never returned none of my stuff back. I gave her bags, every damn thing. She ain't returned nothing back. It was like I was feeding her father family. Like they was kings and queens and shit. That's why I say, family will sit around and, want you to serve them all the damn time. instead of going out there really working. There's one little girl, I guess it was Charlene's granddaughter, talking about, do you want me to hold your bag? I said, hell no, I don't want you to hold my bag so you can steal my shit. Hell no. Hell to the no. See, they done found a way. Jimmy and them done found a way to try to say she didn't come back and get her bag. So we get a chance to charge her for the fees and all this stuff. But they'll sit there and make all type of excuses not to send it to you. And not you saying that you're gonna pay the COD charge, you know what I'm saying? And they don't send it to you, and then the next thing you know, it's like, well, she never came and got it, you know? But that's all right. Like I said, God got some place for them, you know? Anytime God show you that your family members ain't gonna make it into heaven, you better listen to him. And anybody who sit up there and support that type of stuff, you know, you say, oh, we trying, you know. And I said, well, you took away from me and my child, you know. I never took away from none of their children. I never interrupted none of their lifestyle. But it was okay for them to do me. So, but like I said, when T.D. Jakes was talking about let it go, let it go, let it go, God got something for me. It's been 8 years. 8 years. You know. It's been over 10 years now. People just constantly make excuses. They love to hear themselves talk, though. Love hearing themselves talk. So I said, rather, I don't know if they waiting on a college degree from me. I don't know what they waiting on. But, you know, I never pushed them into knowing something. All I did was try to teach them. You know, when you got a job, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and judge you. You know what I'm saying? That because no one is perfect, but I try to work with people at their level. You know what I'm saying? You bring them to a level where that is workable. You know what I'm saying? But people won't do that. They want you to be perfect. You know. So I told my daughter, you know, you're not gonna be perfect in everything you do, but Mama appreciates you doing. You know, that's what I tell my daughter. Mama, you ready to get changed? Cause you over there digging. See, sometimes she used to ask for the potty. I don't know what's going on with her. What's going on, boo boo? She used to ask for the potty all the time. Mama, come on so you can get changed. I don't know what's going on. And she must got a lazy spirit. Lazy spirit been dwelling with her. A lazy spirit. Because her mother was an on-time potty trainer. Yeah, she potty trained on time. I don't know what's going on. Her sister potty trained on time. She the only one. I don't know what's going on. Must be the father. The father must have been a person that wasn't potty trained on time. Probably was lazy. Emmy, come here. Granny got to change you, okay?
No.
Yes. I wonder if her father ever do all the screaming and hollering. I need to. Kai won't let me talk to the mother. How he was when he was a baby. You know what I'm saying? And if he was a baby that was produced out of drug addiction, then I can understand now. You know, some of these boys is produced out of drug addiction from their mamas, and they got all types of behavior. And these young girls don't realize they sitting around laying up with them, and don't realize that they babies can be affected by that. So They not being. I told my friend, I said, you know, my mother, she drank, you know, and I was one of the products of my father drinking all the time, you know, and thank God that I didn't pick up the habit, you know. I mean, I like me a beer or two, you know, but I just thank God that I'm not an alcoholic and drugs, you know. You know, he snorted a little cocaine, my father. So I just thank God I'm not a product of his habit. I was the last of the last. Some of these kids, you know, the mother may not be on drugs, but the father be on drugs. And sometimes, like these kids is being born about that. And I keep trying to tell, but what do you do? You know, that's like, you know, what do you do? I mean, I asked a psychiatrist, this lady, she was counseling me and my daughter, and I asked her, what do you do when these kids are produced out of, you know, lust and drugs and alcohol? What do you do? I mean, it don't matter if they married or not. Both parents can be on drugs and alcohol. A marriage can be produced out of drugs and alcohol. So it don't matter about a marriage. A husband and wife could be snorting coke and shooting dope in the household, shooting dope and drinking and the whole 9 yards while they got kids. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter about that. I'm just saying, I just asked her, what do you do with the kids? And when the kids is like that, you know, when they think that they're right in interrupting somebody else's life, what do you do? Come here, Emmy. But I try to hang in there with whoever is interested in making something out of their life. I try to. They could be grown adults or whatever, and sometimes they be ready to settle down and do right. You know, they be ready. That's why I said, if you test a man's sperm and see what that man's sperm has, you'll see that some of the men's sperm can be polluted with cocaine. Some of the men's sperm can be polluted with alcohol. Sometimes it be low sperm count, and sometimes low sperm count, meaning that because of the alcohol use and the drug use, is causing his sperm count to be low, meaning that the woman can't get pregnant, you know. And then sometimes it depends on the woman can't get pregnant because of her extensive drug use, drug and alcohol use, and smoking, you know. Because smoking will prevent you from having kids, you know, or it can prevent your baby to come out retarded because of the low of oxygen in your blood. You share a blood line until that baby is born, and when that blood is filled with carbon monoxide from cigarettes, it causes so much damage in the baby. Sometimes the baby might develop a brain disorder. They might develop, you know, a nerve disorder. You know what I'm saying? It might be developing, because sometimes babies are developed through that, you know. So you just got to figure out, you know. I mean, this is true science. This is what people go to medical school for, you know. And this is what we as people need to know when we want to prepare for a family. You know what I'm saying? When we want kids in the world, this is what we have to know. What can cause so much problems in a fetus, you know, a mother's womb, or, you know. So we gotta, if sin was produced in the mother's womb and God killed it. So just imagine how God had to purify the womb, make sure the womb is purified before he pregnated anything, before he brought any more life in the world. Purification. He brought purification in the world because the womb was polluted with sin. Meaning that, disbelief. So what would he look like using a man's sperm and the man didn't reverence him, didn't believe that, So I'm pretty sure God tested every priest in the world that said they priests. But how come God chose Mary and didn't chose Joseph to impregnate Mary? Because he probably done chose. He tried it through Abraham and Sarah. He tried it through them. And look what happened. He tried it through Elizabeth. And look what happened, because he was born of, but if you really read the scripture, those babies was not born through man. If you look, Isaiah was not born through man. That's why Isaiah had power and dominion, to bless. He wasn't born through man. He was born of a woman, which was which was Sarah, because God made a promise. And then Rebecca, Isaiah and Rebecca had kids, was born through man. They 2 kids was born through man, right? But Rebecca had sinned against her husband and bared twins. Bared twins. She bared twins. And through them twins, she did wrong against her husband in changing up the tradition of the firstborn is to get the blessing. But God never changed up. So it don't matter if man change up. God is not changing up. So that's what we got to realize. When they say, oh, this man said, go here, go there. But if God didn't tell you to go, why are you going to go? Jesus didn't go when they said, go here, go here, go there. You know what I'm saying? Jesus didn't even talk about the people. He didn't even talk about them. He sure didn't. He didn't mention them not one time. But they came all the way from Galilee to Jericho to mess with Jesus, to tell a prince, tell a king about Jesus, how this and that and this and that and this and that. Troublemakers. See, Pastor Gino say somebody will come all the way where you at and sit there and tell other people around you about you, and they don't know you until somebody sit there and tell them about you, right? And then next thing you know, people looking at you all weird. So that's how some of these churches is set up. But it's okay though. But they want your money though. They want your money, but they don't want you. So that's what it was. They wanted the blessing, but they didn't want Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So God didn't give it to him. God, he didn't. He didn't give it to him. He gave it to the Christians. He said, I'll give them to them. God took the blessing away and gave it to he that come under Christ. So glad they did, though. So, I'm about to drink one of these. Amy, you ready for something to drink? Hand me your cup. Go give me your cup. So you can get something to drink. And hand me your plate if you finish. You finished with your breakfast? She did good with her breakfast. Hand me your cup, baby. Get you something to drink. Here, baby. There you go. There we go. That's good, boo-boo. Electrolytes. I got a whole case of that. Okay, these are the onions. Of course, I'm on. Tea bags, baby. I ain't got my scales and stuff. Normally you gotta weigh the to put the. You gotta weigh the bags. Got onions. It's got a bag of onions. When you just want some potatoes and onions, okay, see this right here. See, you can have corned beef. Like corned beef and onions. See, I like the ball. I'm gonna show you the balling of the corned beef, so y'all can prep this stuff. Cause it like I said, it saves on the electric bill. I'm just saying, you know, this stuff saves on the electric bill. You know what I'm saying? I did it all the time. I always done it. Let me see. They showed this on YouTube. I'm gonna let them see it so that they'll know I've been looking and paying attention. Like that. See? Flat. No air. So you got your onions for your potatoes and onions. I'm going to I got cold water in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna shock the potatoes. I'm gonna boil them a little bit for a good 20 to 25 minutes. A good 20 to 25 minutes, and then I'm going to shock them. And then I'm going to put them in the freezer. So when I want some potatoes and onions in the morning, I could just throw them in the frying pan, that cast iron skillet, throw them in there, and boom. And cut up your corned beef, and you got some potatoes and, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to, it's tiny, you know what I'm saying? But it's fresh food. It's fresh. You preparing it. You're not going buying it at the store. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference in making sure that you receiving healthy food. You know, and you giving your children healthy cooking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take the corned beef out, and of course I'm gonna have to pack some for my sister. You know, little variety packages. I'm gonna do the potatoes. And I'm going to take the corned beef out, and I'm going to boil the corned beef overnight, okay? And so it could be real tender. And I'm going to dice it up. And so in the mornings, you can have like corned beef, like, you know, like hash and potatoes, you know, stuff like that. So,
Well done. And again, what is it? It's a head. It's a head. It's a head. I've only got one head. Oh, and this needs to lie down.
So this is the corned beef. Okay. I already showed you about the this is the corned beef. I'm gonna sit it in the sink and thaw it out. Let that thaw out. And the potatoes. Y'all help me subscribe, okay? When y'all see these videos that I'm prepping, okay? Okay, you see the potatoes? I'm gonna peel the potatoes. Is y'all online with me? Emmy, come here. Let me change my granddaughter. I'm gonna change. Look at these potatoes. These are some big potatoes. These are some big potatoes. Where I'm at? I'm in California, LA. Where I'm at? This y'all, man, y'all need to do a cooking video or something. Cook y'all favorite dish on YouTube. They said we don't do no doggone cooking. I'm gonna cut these up. I'm supposed to be separating these from my daughter too. Child, I be trying to make sure she have at her house. She ain't lacking. So I'm gonna put these in hers for her potatoes. And I put her stuff when I'm separating stuff. Cause I don't want the food to go to waste. So, and she like baked potatoes, so. Okay. So I'm gonna cut these potatoes up. Come here, Emmy. Cut these up. And then you can do like mashed potatoes. I don't have any milk and no cream, so I can't do my mashed potatoes. You can do mashed potatoes and put them in a bag, Ziploc bag, creamy mashed potatoes, and make sure the ear is taken out of it, and put it in the freezer. And because they got mashed potatoes like you know the Hungry Man dinners, they freezes the mashed potatoes. So you can do the mashed potatoes, you know, and all you gotta do is microwave them, put them in the bowl, microwave them, you know. So you can prep all that stuff. So, you know, yeah, boo-boo. But you gotta make sure they freezer bags, nice freezer bags. Granny got come on so I can change you. Come on. Come on so I can change you, child. Come on. Yes.
I got my hand out, then my foot, then my arm, Yes. Just sitting on the sofa, relaxing. Bye-bye, everybody. It's Steve. Only joking. Come on, let's ride the monster train. Come on, don't be scared. Come on. How many arms has this monster got? She's got 4 arms. She's got 4 arms. She's got 4 arms. She's got 4 arms. Don't be scared. Wow! Look, there's another monster. Hey, here's a monster boy. Look at his monster eyes. What color eyes has this monster got? He's got red eyes. He's got red eyes. He's got red eyes. He's got red eyes. Don't be scared. Wow! That was a little scary. Oh, what's that? Hey! Here's a monster boy. Look at his monster.
Okay, I'm back. Whew. Child, oh, that's 40 something minutes, huh? Okay, I'm going to, well, y'all gonna do nothing but edit it in anyway, so y'all gonna, whatever how y'all can use it, it don't matter. It don't matter. Y'all making YouTube pages anyway, so it don't matter. Just send me some money, please. I'm gonna peel these potatoes and I'm gonna come back and show you how I'm gonna boil them, shock them, put them in the bag, okay? Put them in the freezer. All right? Okay. See y'all later.